Hello, second graders. For guidance today, I'm going to read a book called Sorry. And I'm wondering how many of you have ever had somebody tell you that they're sorry and you know that they didn't mean it. You could just tell that they didn't mean it. Tends to make the situation worse, doesn't it? It makes us feel unappreciated or uncared about because someone doesn't even care enough to apologize sincerely. So you may find this you're going to hear about this in this book called Sorry. Sorry by Trudy Ludwig. My friend Charlie is always doing stuff he shouldn't, and he gets away with it, even when he does it on purpose. Like the time he took his sister Anna's favorite school photo and drew a mustache on it. "Charlie," his mother screeched, "you say you're sorry to Anna right this instant." And Charlie did as he was told. But I could tell he didn't mean it. So could Anna. "Now, Anna, what do you say to your brother?" their mom asked. A tear dropped onto the ruined photo Anna held in her hands. "Honey, you need to forgive him." Anna looked at Charlie. He grinned back. That's when Anna started to bawl even harder. She ran into her room and slammed the door. Charlie turned to his mom. "Geez, I said I was sorry. What's the problem?" "Jack, did you see what happened here between Charlie and Anna?" Charlie's mom asked. I shrugged. I wasn't about to say anything. No way. Before I met Charlie, I was a nobody. The one the other kids ordered to move over in the cafeteria, and the first one ignored in class, and the last one picked for teams at recess. Then I was a somebody. I was Charlie's friend. I lucked into being his friend when I rescued Charlie's Frisbee from Mr. Finkelstein's roof. Charlie thought it was pretty cool that I didn't get caught. Being friends with Charlie wasn't easy. He wanted me to do things I didn't feel comfortable doing. "What are you, a goody-goody?" he'd say. "Besides, it's no big deal, Jack. If you get caught, just say you're sorry." I had to admit it sounded easy enough. And I was worried that if I didn't do what Charlie wanted, I'd end up being a nobody again. It says, "Do not eat for the bake sale." So one Saturday, I decided to follow Charlie's advice. I invited some guys over to toss water balloons in my front yard. "Think fast," we'd yell at each other, hoping the balloon would burst when one of us caught it. I had a water balloon in my hand when Charlie spotted my neighbor Mike by his mailbox. "Toss it to Mike," said Charlie. "Think fast," I shouted as I threw the water balloon at Mike. It was obvious he wouldn't be able to catch it, but I threw it anyway. The balloon burst when it hit Mike in the chest. "Bullseye," said Charlie, and the other guys cracked up. "Ha ha, very funny," said Mike, all red in the face. "Sorry, Mike," I called back. "You're right," he muttered as he walked up his driveway. I thought saying sorry would make me feel better, but it didn't. I felt even worse because Mike and I both knew that I had thrown the water balloon at him on purpose. A few weeks ago, Charlie and I went to the auditorium to watch kids set up their displays for the science fair. Charlie noticed Lena putting together her styrofoam solar system. He nudged me in the ribs and headed in her direction. This is not good, I thought, as I followed. Lena, you see, was my friend. At least she was my friend until Charlie came along. I stopped hanging out with her because it didn't look good to be friends with a brainiac girl. I knew this hurt Lena's feelings, but a guy's got to do what a guy's got to do to be cool, right? "Is this the solar system you're working on?" asked Charlie as he fingered the styrofoam balls on the table. Lena nodded and kept working on her project. Wow, these balls are really light, said Charlie, as he gathered 3 and started juggling them. Leave those alone, she said. You'll wreck them. Charlie ignored her and continued to juggle. Lena looked at me. I know she was hoping I'd say or do something to stop Charlie, but I just stood there watching. Suddenly, Charlie tossed all 3 balls high into the air and shouted, Hey, Jack, catch! I tried to catch them, all of them. I really did, but I could only catch one. The other 2 hit the floor and didn't look so good. You did that on purpose, Lena yelled at Charlie. And you let him, she added, pointing at me. Sorry, we both said. Sorry doesn't cut it, she snapped back. Mr. Marcus, the science teacher, came over to see what the commotion was about. What's going on here, he asked. They were messing around with my science project and they ruined it, said Lena. We were just having some fun, and we already told her we're sorry, right, Jack? Mr. Marcus looked at me, but I couldn't look him in the eye. I just stared at my sneakers, wishing I were anywhere else. Jack, what do you think about Lena's feeling right now about what you did? Mr. Marcus asked me. I looked at Lena and said in a small voice what I saw her in her face. Really mad and sad. Are you truly sorry, boys? Mr. Marcus asked. Like I said, we told her we're sorry, said Charlie. Then show it. What? Show Lena you're sorry by making right your wrong. Charlie stood there looking confused. I got the feeling Mr. Marcus was the first person who ever expected more than a sorry from him. It was obvious Charlie didn't know what to do, but I did. Lena, we're really sorry for ruining your science project. Then I turned to Charlie. Come on, let's go to the art room, get some more styrofoam glue and paint. It took us a while to finish the mess we'd made of Lena's planets. Man, this is a lot of work, said Charlie, as he put the finishing touches of color on Mars. I know, said Lena. Charlie was quiet after that. When we were finally done, Charlie asked if I wanted to shoot some hoops with him and the other guys. No thanks, I said. I'm going to stick around and help Lena clean up. She smiled. That's when I knew Lena believed I was sorry for what I did. Hey, Lena. What? I think your project is out of this world. She rolled her eyes. Come on, wise guy, she said. I'll race you to the snack bar. Loser buys. Deal? Deal. So, in the book, sorry, you could tell that Charlie here didn't really mean that he was sorry. For him, it was just a word. And I liked what Mr. Marcus saying about show her you're sorry when they're talking about wrecking Lena's project. To show someone you're sorry. So what I want you to think about, what are some ways that you can really show someone you're sorry? And you can respond either with your voice or a video, or you can type it. What are some of the ways that you could show someone else that you're sorry? Maybe think of the situation, like if you broke something of theirs, what could you do? Or maybe you hurt someone's feelings. What could you do to show them that you're sorry? I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you are all well, and we'll see you soon.